Computer. Okay, sure. Okay. All right. So we are going to start doing these meetings the last Sunday of the month at this time. This is what the majority ruled on for the date and time. So this is what we're going to go with for now. We're going to see how it goes for the next few months. But what the purpose of this is going to be is to give you a true monthly focus. That's what we want. Is I want you guys to have a focus for the month so you kind of know what's coming up. And I just feel like it's hard to get everything covered that we need to do in the monthly team meeting. And not everybody can be at the monthly team meeting, and it's hard to go back and watch the live replays. I think this, if you can't jump on, is a lot easier to watch than something live when people are talking and there's interference and all that stuff. So hopefully you guys will agree, and this will end up being a good thing. So, all right. So we are going to start by talking a little bit about fall and winter season. I know that I've already seen like Sarah, she's been doing demos with her cooking blender. Connie, you did one the other day too, didn't you?
I think so. Yeah, I made some.
Yeah, I think I saw you that you were using it, and then I think Kim Holbrook has been. I'm trying to think. Has anybody else seen anybody? I think that's all I've seen so far. I might not be on everybody's pages, but if you have the cooking blender, highly recommend going live with it, even just on your personal page. If you don't have a VIP page for your customers, just show what we've got now. It's getting to be, I mean, you guys can already tell that there's a chill in the air. So soup is going to be coming back in, and you know, everybody's going back to school. I mean, I know Rockton and in the Illinois area already started last week. Arizona's probably been in school already for a while.
Yeah, since like the 6th or the 7th of August.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say they usually go like a lot of them do year round. Janesville goes back in a week. So it's going to be, you know, busy nights, dance, and all the sports stuff will be starting. And so people need things quick and simple. Sarah, how long did it take you to cook that soup tonight?
Oh, 20 minutes maybe.
Yep, that's how much I did the hidden veggie marinara the other night. 20 minutes. I had dinner, and you know, I'd cooked up some pasta noodles for the kids. I did some zucchini noodles for myself. I made them into individual little containers so we could just heat them up later in the week. It was such a quick and simple dinner. So we need to make sure that we're thinking about what's going on in people's lives right now. We need to be starting to think about the holiday season. People well, there's weird people that start buying stuff for Christmas the next year, right after Christmas. But usually this is about the time of year people are going to start focusing on, you know, September, October. They're going to start getting their lists knocked off. And what a better way to do it than to earn some products by hosting a show. I have a lady in Sun Prairie. She hasn't done that. I need to contact her, but she would probably do it every other year with me. It's been a couple years, so I need to call her. But she had 2 daughters, loved Pampered Chef. She loved Pampered Chef herself. So she would have a party every fall, and the daughters would pick out their wish list for Christmas, and that's what her mom would use for her host rewards. Their mom would. So, I mean, what an awesome thing to get your daughters exactly, you know, what they're wanting. So be starting to think about that. Be starting to think about gifts, you know, little gift giving ideas for people. Last year a lot of us did the prep bowls with some seasoning inside of them. And we did some brownie mixes with some teal and black mini serving spatulas. I have a feeling Enrichables might be a kind of a fun thing this year to give some Enrichables with a pack, like a brownie mix or something. So there's going to be lots of cool stuff, I think, that are going to pop up. Jam, peanut butter gift giving with the blender, getting mason jars and stuff like that. So, you know, just really start thinking about what your customers are going to be wanting for this time of year, and start thinking about, you know, what can you do with this cooking blender and all of the other amazing products that we have. What can you do to really entice your customers to want to book parties and and just buy products from you for the season. Okay. All right. All right, let me go to the next slide here. All right, so we're going to talk about booking, selling, recruiting, and we're going to give you all sorts of resources for those topics. We are coming off of an amazing recruiting month. We have not had a lot of people join the team this month. I have some people that I think are going to be joining this week. I'm pretty confident about it. Does anybody have any prospects right now?
I think I have 2 or 3.
I have 3 right now. Tammy, Susan?
Nope.
Nobody on the
I
radar? Sue, nope, not you either? Maybe she left. Did you leave? She might have left for a little bit. Okay, so we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about how to have a successful September, first off. So, let's see here. September is going to mark the official start of fall and the official start of savory weeknights and one-pot dishes that warm the heart and soul. It's the perfect time of year to celebrate everything that makes the season special. Food, family, football, and fun. That is another thing. You know, here in Wisconsin, Illinois, even Arizona for that fact, they're crazy about their football teams. I know
Yes.
people were crazy about the Cardinals when I lived in Arizona back in the day. And, you know, of course, yep, people love the Bears and people love the Packers. I don't really want to talk about loving the Bears, but sorry, Tammy. But but that, I'm telling you, has been a fun theme show over the years, is doing like a tailgate party or just appetizers and stuff to bring, like a game show. So those are fun ideas, and those kinds of things too can be very easily done through virtual shows. So those are the kinds of things that you want, you know, kind of be throwing different things like that out there. When I saw Sarah doing the soup today, we used to have this recipe called well, it's still out there. I'm sure you can still find it on the website. I think it's just called chicken Parmesan soup. Has anybody ever made that one?
I just saw that today, actually, that recipe. Nope.
So I saw, it's delicious, but, and makes a really good show demo, but I was thinking you could very easily kind of recreate that soup even with the soup that you made in the blender, Sarah, and then just grill chicken to add to it. But the really unique thing about that recipe is croutons that you make. You make them in the microwave with the garlic and herb rub. It's so good. So I was just thinking that might be, you know, a really good fun one for the fall too. Has anybody tried the squash soup or anything yet? I haven't tried any soup yet.
But I love my.
What was that, Connie?
I said I love my mushroom soup, but I didn't use the one in our quick cooker. But I wish or the deluxe cooker recipe book. I wish I would have, because the recipe I found, I didn't. It was good. Don't get me wrong, but I should have used the one out of our cookbook.
Well, and it's kind of one of those things. I remember them telling us this with the quick cooker last year when it premiered, to start with the Pampered Chef recipes, because those recipes were specifically designed to be made in that blender or in that quick cooker. And then after you kind of get the hang of how things work, then venture out and start finding things on Pinterest and stuff like that. So as a matter of fact, you know, you guys saw me post, I did the coffee, cheese, and chocolate party Friday. So I went online and looked up for a latte recipe under like Pinterest for Vitamixes. And I had given her the ingredients and everything. Then I'm like, you know what? I better try this before I get there. And oh my God, I'm so glad I did, because it was disgusting. It did not taste good at all. The ice just kind of like frothed up and like sat on the top of the coffee. So I'm so glad I switched it. And so I kind of took like a combination of that and then a combination of this old latte recipe we had for the Quickster pitcher. And then it turned out amazing then. So, so that was a big hit. So think out of the box too. You know, cold nights, you know, can have coffee, different things like that. So think out of the box, you know, soup and stuff. So your Pampered Chef business is going to give you the opportunity to make money and more now in the future, whether you're looking for fun money, supporting the household budget, meeting a big financial goal, or replacing a full-time income. You guys can do this, okay? We want you to really get ramped up. You are coming into the biggest selling season of the year. September, October, November, December. This is go time. I mean it, go time. Don't you agree, Sarah and Sue? Go time. Yeah. This is when Kelly over here is doing 2 shows on a Saturday, and you know, it's go time. This is the time of year that people are really interested and really want to put their dollars in Pampered Chef. The beauty of Pampered Chef is that the more people you help, the more success you're going to have. When you focus on the right things, you're more likely to reach your goals and have long-term success. You'll want to focus on booking parties, selling products, recruiting and developing others. Working in all these areas together instead of focusing on 1 or 2 is the fastest way to make money, grow your business, and then you're going to be recognized for those accomplishments. So the picture that we're showing up here is the theme that we learned at conference. Tammy, you weren't there, but this is kind of like the new slogan of the year. Every 4, add 1 more. So for every 4 shows you do, you probably should be getting a recruit lead in 4 shows. And I just talked to Sarah about this today. Sharon Zellen is one of our top sellers in the company. I'm sure some of you guys have seen her chats and stuff like that, or seen her picture before. And she always talks about how every single show we do, virtual or cookie, every single one, there is a recruit lead there. Somebody in your show wants to help your chef. But is there a recruiter? Are you recruiting? Are you thinking that? Are you playing a game to entice people and to get the questions out there? So in 4 shows, you really should have at least 1 person. I think you should have at least 1 person interested at every party you do. And the more comfortable you get with doing like the question game, or Sarah, do you do something different than the question game? Or Sue, what do you do in your virtual parties?
This is not Sue Huber on there, just so you know. I don't know. It's Susan. It's my new girl, Susan.
Oh, Susan. I'm sorry. I thought it was Sue Huber. Sorry about that.
She just messaged me and she said, I don't have a mic, so I can't talk.
Oh, I think
she's on her phone.
Sue, if you need to, at the bottom of the screen, there should be a chat function. So if you need to say something, hon, go ahead and just type it in the chat and it'll pop up for us, okay? Okay, Sarah.
Yeah.
What are you doing at your shows? So interesting.
Right, interesting. I mean, I'm not doing any games or anything. I just talk about it. I just talk about what I do and why I do it, and that there's aprons that fit everybody. Okay. Whether you want to be, you know, a hobbyist, or you're looking for extra money, or you're, you know, whatever it is. That's basically what I do. Yep. I just make sure I talk about it now.
Yep.
I've not gotten quite good enough. I'm still working on my shows to make sure that I'm, you know, only there for X amount of time. Mm-hmm. So I'm really trying to make sure that I'm doing that. And then once I'm comfortable and I feel like I'm pretty much on track, then I'm going to start playing that card game.
Sure.
I just haven't done it yet.
Yep. And there's even, you know, you could just tell your host to set a timer for 5 minutes and tell people to ask you any questions about Pampered Chef. It doesn't even have to be, I mean, I don't think my game is fancy, but I mean, you don't have to have cards and all that stuff if you don't want to. There's a lot of people that just do questions. Sometimes too, people even take like a season's best cookbook, and they give it to the first person that asks a question. And then that person, the next person that asks a question will hand the season's best to that person. So it'll keep getting passed around. And then once the timer goes off, whoever has the season's best cookbook keeps
Oh, that's a good
there.
idea. I like that.
Yeah, that one's an oldie but and it doesn't have to be a season's best. It can be any like little door prize thing. You know, people get nuts about stuff like that. Just nuts. They'll just start asking questions left and right. And the thing is that particular person might not even care. They just want something free. But that question that they asked may have asked or answered a question that somebody was wanting to ask, but maybe not had the guts to ask it. And so then that might help them. And then, you know, doing some kind of a full service checkout where you talk to people when you're doing their orders. In virtual parties as well, you know, make that in your virtual party, say, I sent you a PM, you know, if they ask a question, like if you have a picture of a kit or something. Now I'm doing squee parties. So I have a couple of questions incorporated into the party. And I have, the nice thing about Squee is that there's an RSVP survey that they can fill out at the beginning of the party. So you have a lot more information from them than you would like on a Facebook party. But in a Facebook party, most people just do, they do like I PM'd you so you can chat with them. Or Sarah, are you doing like a Google form or anything for people in like your virtual parties?
Well, I was doing a Google form and then like an early bird type drawing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But with all the Facebook jails and stuff, I've totally revamped
that. Okay.
Yeah. And so now I may do that again.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I'm running it from my business page and I'm still trying to get the hang of that. Like I'm trying to set up my second one right now tonight. And of course, I'm not getting it to link. And now I don't remember what I did when I set Susan's up because I got it figured out for hers. And yeah, so it's just new. So I need to just get back on track with that. But Susan's is going really awesome. So
awesome.
I think that I like being, you know, with the business page. I think it's working out really well.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
My business just is getting a lot of action. I've even been paying for advertising, especially when it came to the recruiting. Copy from Sarah. I got so many responses, but no bites. You know, I sent out the wording. Remember I talked to you, Sarah, about it, and you sent me stuff, and I put all that wording. I double checked with people. I've been trying to stay in contact.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And nothing still. I can't even get a party again. I do have a show in December, not a show, but like a shopping extravaganza in one of our big things here in the city. And then I have a 2-day thing. It's Relics and Rods. It's another street fair. I'm going to do 2 days of that at a booth. But because I'm trying to just get my name out there because I cannot for the life of me get a party from anybody. I'm still really frustrated. I can get sales, and even from my business page, I'm getting people that are interested in products and stuff like that, but still no one's shopping. I even have on my business page, you know, make an appointment, schedule an appointment. You know what I mean? I'm really, really pushing out there, and I'm still.
It's gonna come, Connie. It will. Don't get frustrated. You just have to keep pushing through. We've all been there. We all have.
Absolutely.
Yep. So when we go back to this every 4 add 1 more philosophy, it's being consistent with it, with offering the opportunity. And the thing is too, is that if you can get 4 shows on your calendar for a month, I guess I look at 4 shows as like, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but I think 4 shows is easy peasy a month, you know, to do 4 shows. Well, some people will say like, well, my thing, Connie, is that sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, that sounds so much. Well, 4 shows is only like 12 hours of work. If you got a job at, say, like a convenience store, they would want you to work 3 to 5 nights a week anyway. You know what I mean? So doing 4 nights or 4 Saturdays in a month, you know, I think that's an awesome goal to go for. Or do 2 shows and 2 virtual parties, do all virtual parties, you know, however you want to do it. So to me, too, the other thing is that you will find is if you can try to get a consistent schedule with, you know, especially like with 4, that is really going to get you in front of that many more people to keep you consistent with your show schedule. If you do 1 party a month, you're going to be in front of maybe 10 people. If you do 4 parties a month, you're going to be in front of 40 people. That's a huge difference statistically. So think about it like that, you know, 1 night a week, you know, the grocery store or a Quick Trip or a retail store in the mall, Target, they're going to want you to work like 3 to 4 nights a week. So think about it like that. You can make, you know, it's working smarter, not harder, if you kind of look at it like that. So you're going to continue over and over again, guys, to hear this every 4 add 1 more philosophy this year. Okay. So we're going to go on to the next slide here. So 3 key areas for a successful September: booking, selling, and recruiting. Let's talk about the tools we have available in September to promote bookings, sell products, and share the business with others. Okay, so we're going to start with our booking tips, tools and tips. Okay, so you guys need hosts. That's what I'm hearing from Connie.
Yeah. People living.
We have 2 great tools in September to help you fill your calendar. September hosts can be the first to get the new deluxe cooking blender, or one of 5 other host favorites for 60% off. Hosts and guests will love learning how to get fast and fresh meals on the table at a time when adjusting to new family schedules. Okay. And I want you guys to realize too, some of you may have already peeked ahead and saw what October's special is, and I'm going to show it in a little bit here, but you can get the blender in October. But did you guys see what the little kicker was with it? Did anybody notice that?
No.
You have to have at least a $550 show to get the blender. So this is the month you want them to get the blender, because they just have to have $200 in sales to get it at 60% off. Okay, so be thinking that, okay, and be thinking, you know, if you're talking to somebody and they're hesitating with you on, you know, they're really wanting the blender and they're hesitating, say, you know what, this is going to be the deal. I can't guarantee you're going to get $550 in October, so if you can schedule it for September, that would be, I think that would be the better way to go. Okay. Right. All right, so selling tools and tips. Okay, so September sales are going to soar when you focus on the following areas: selling new products. All these products are great to feature and will be add-on sales this fall. New products like the meal starters, the tortilla warmer, the baking rack. Somebody just asked too if you could stack them first. I can't remember what their reason was behind it, but I saw a question about that. The lift and shreds, they're all fall mealtime must-haves. And spotlight the boat press set. That's going to be good for savory and sweet treats when you're selling the brownie pan, mini loaf pan, and muffin pan. Those, you know, it's baking season's going to be hitting again. Those are going to be crazy. And I want to remind you guys too that the roundup from the heart items of the year are the donut pan, the loaf pan, mini loaf pan, excuse me, and then the boat press. I don't have it in front of me. And I think it's the houses, the like gingerbread houses. I believe it's those. Does that?
I haven't even seen those. I didn't see that yet.
Let's look quick here. Hold on just a second. I'll jump over here quick and look. Can you guys still see my screen? Okay. My am I going to a different Okay, so to get to the seasonal stuff, if you haven't done this yet, okay, you're going to be on the consultant's corner. You guys can see my consultant's corner right now?
Yep.
No.
Nope.
Okay. No?
I'm looking still at your September, I guess.
Okay. Hold on, I got to make sure I go stop share and share again. Okay. So main consultant's corner screen, hit explore. And the seasonal stuff is going to be, if you scroll all the way down, seasonal resources is in the bottom right hand corner. Okay. So all your seasonal stuff is going to be here. I believe it's in here. Yeah. Oh, Roundup from the Heart coming soon. Where is a catalog? Choo, choo, choo. Hold on. Let me grab one. I have one sitting right here. Now, I have no idea why they don't have that on the website yet. I thought I saw it. Okay. Can you see?
Oh, yeah. Funny,
Okay,
I mean, I've looked at the catalog. I just didn't even notice that.
so it's the cookie house molds, the mini loaf pan, donut pan, and the boat press. So not the Christmas and the Halloween ones, just the cookie house mold itself. So anytime they purchase one of those through, it says right now through February, so maybe they're going to change it in March. That could be a possibility. Every time one of those is purchased, this is the kicker this time, 10 meals to the local food bank. Last year, the paring knives were only 3 meals. So this is 10 meals when those items are purchased. And I mean, holy moly, you should be able to sell mini loaf pans. I think that cookie mold, the cookie house thing is going to be a huge hit. For years and years and years, Pampered Chef used to do stoneware gingerbread houses every year. It was like a different set, and it was always a big hit. So I think that's going to be good.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure.
That's how.
Say it.
Yes, I am recording. Thank you. Don't make me freak out. Jeez. Okay, so. Okay, can you guys see my screen again now? Back to my slides. Okay, mini loaf pan, brownie pan. All right, so we're gonna go to the next slide here. Okay, how to share featured collections is gonna be another thing. Featured collection bundles products together into sets that make a meal. And this season only, all of the featured collections are in our One Pot Meal story and are available at a discount. So if you looked ahead to October is stoneware rectangle baker set, it's the stoneware starter set, and it's got the deep covered baker and the round covered baker as like a set. So there's going to be different things featured throughout like that. So how can you use these to help your business? You're going to integrate them into your party themes and outlines. For example, in your virtual parties, you could spotlight a different collection each day or organize a party around 7 nights of One Pot meals. At in-person parties, you could use the catalog to quickly show customers products they'll love. You'll be able to show them sets really easily. Use them to suggest additional products. Have a customer getting 1 or 2 products in a featured set. Show them the full set and help them find more products that they may like. One of my favorite ones to do with this is the rectangle baker set, the gray stone 9x13 set. It's a 9x13, a half of a 9x13, and a quarter of a 9x13. And when that particular set came out a few years back, what they did is they designed those bakers to fit on one rack in your oven. So then your 9x13, say you're looking at like the top rack of your oven, your 9x13 would fit the long way off to the side, and then your medium one would go vertically towards the back, and the small one would go on the front. So you could use all 3 of those stones for one meal, all on one rack in your oven. So you could do like a chicken bacon one, and then you could do, you know, like scallop potatoes in the medium size one, and then you could make a dessert in the little one, or, you know, or vice versa. Or you could do vegetables and roasted vegetables or something in the little one. So there was all sorts of cool things like that. So be thinking about things that they can do to multi-purpose like that. What, you know, that they can use them as a set. There's lots of collections, nonstick cookware, stoneware. Even think about the collections that we have just with the quick cooker now. I mean, we've got new steamer baskets, a set of 2 steamer baskets, and we have a bundt pan. I have already been on Pinterest looking up things to do in that bundt pan. My friend Kristen Coy, and I also saw Amanda Jackson down in Texas. They both made meatloaf in the bundt pan in the quick cooker with potatoes on the bottom, and made mashed potatoes then. I saw a recipe for an egg bake in the bundt pan. I saw another recipe on Pinterest for cornbread in the bundt pan. So we could be making cornbread on the top and a chili on the bottom. You know, super cool ways. You know, those are collections. Those are the things you want to be focusing on. Those are things that people are going to buy for Christmas presents, knowing that they've got a wedding coming up in the spring. Oh my gosh, I'll get it now when I'm hosting my show. I'll get it at 50% off or 60% off. Sarah, we had Joyce last year on our team. What did Joyce do last fall for Christmas presents?
Oh yeah, she did all of the quick cookers.
Yep, she did, I think 3 sets of them, didn't she? Yeah, and she did one in September, one in October, one in November, leading up to Christmas to get for her family members.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty awesome. So, you know, think about stuff like that. People might be really amped to do that. So, featured collections are focused on products that solve problems for customers and speak to direct, easy to understand needs. They are a set of products curated not because of similar features, but because of similar solutions. And that's what we need to remember, is we need to be bringing our customers solutions, everyday solutions to make their lives easier. I saw a consultant on the virtual page this week post, how do I get parties? And I said back to her, you don't get parties. You find out from people what their kitchen dilemmas are and help them create a solution to those dilemmas. That's what you need to be focusing on. You need to be finding out what's in it for them. What do they need, so you can make it about them, not about you, and that the fact that you need sales or whatever. You need to get that. It's called relationship building. So find out what kind of solutions they're needing in their kitchen. What is their most frustrating thing? What do they need most help with? Do they need meal prep ideas? Do they need one-pot meal ideas? Do they need lunch ideas? I can't even think of another example right now, but find out what they're struggling with and find out what's going to be the most helpful way to help them, okay? So, for example, if you've ever asked a customer about the biggest pain points in the kitchen, someone answered, dinner is always a challenge. I wish I had more recipes that both my kids and I like that don't take forever to make. We want you to have a collection of products you can share with your customers to solve that problem. This season, that collection would be 7 nights of one-pot meals. This month, 7 nights of one-pot meals featured collection sets are exactly what customers with busy weeknight routines need. They are available at a discount. So check out Stir, and it's going to be in there. Featured collections have arrived. So I think if you just type in featured collections into the search bar on top of Stir, you should be able to find that little article. And Stir is going to be your go-to place. If you haven't been realizing that, you need to make sure that you're checking out Stir frequently. Okay. All right. So did I do? Okay. So the other thing is too, is we want you guys, if you've got your deluxe cooking blender, if you're working on it, or maybe hosting your own show in September to get it if you didn't get it already, we want you to get the bag for it, the blender tote bag. So get the bag, and that will help you bring the new deluxe cooking blender to every party, get together, holiday function, and tailgate of the fall season. The more you bring it with you, use it, and encourage people to try it, the more you will be able to create sales and booking parties with a cookie blender.
But
So who's got, what's that?
we can't buy it. We have to earn it, right?
As of right now, we can't buy it. It's not to say that it might be for sale. They did this with the, didn't they do this with the quick cooker too, Sarah?
Yes,
We
we earned the bag. I don't know if we could buy it though.
Yeah, because I bought an extra one.
Oh, you did? Okay. I didn't remember.
I think they had it where we could earn it, and then it was available to buy. But it was also on a while supplies last, because we don't have the quick cooker bag anymore. So I can't guarantee that, Connie. You have to try to earn it, and it's for $750 in sales. And this is another place where we want to talk about 4 shows. You know, for every 4, add 1 more. Get your 4 shows. That's going to probably pretty much guarantee you're going to have $750 in sales if you have 4 shows submitted. Okay. So another thing that you can do is go into your performance tracker and get your current show average, and then try to figure out how many shows it's going to get you to get to $750, how many shows you need to book for September. And if you need help with learning on where to do that at, any of your directors can help you with that, okay? Show you where your show average is, okay? Recruiting, we're gonna go to that next. Did anybody have any questions on that stuff? No, you're good? Okay. Recruiting tools and tips. So sharing the business with others is what it's all about. At Pampered Chef, we believe that mealtimes can be more, a way to transform relationships, create traditions, and build happier and richer lives. And as consultants, we nurture these moments for friends, family, hosts, and customers. So I'm glad that Linda shared the business with me 18 years ago. I seriously, you know, like I've told you guys, I don't know where I'd be right now if I didn't have this right now with losing Graham this fall. I would have had to have gone back full time to a different job and all sorts of different things. So always, you know, think about what's going on in people's lives, and could this be something that could be really useful for them? So that's what we want you to be thinking about this last week before this amazing, you know, promo comes to an end. I have no idea what they're going to do in September. You know, they could, last September, they did that $29, what was it, paper kit, they called it?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do next month. But this month, you can get the entire cost of your kit back when you qualify, when the new consultant qualifies in their first 30 days. So 3 new tools for making joining even more simple, rewarding, and fun. So since the kits are built on each other, it's simpler to help new consultants choose the one that's right for them. And then Dash is a rewarding win-win. It's easier for you to support new consultants and easier for new consultants to focus on what they need to do to get off to a strong start. How are you liking Dash so far? Tammy, have you been using it at all?
Yeah,
Okay, is it helpful to you think?
I do, but some of the stuff it talks about just, you know, stuff I've already done. You know what I mean? It kind of put me in as a new consultant.
Yeah, probably. I don't know how because it is supposed to be personalized, which I'm still kind of learning and understanding how that part of it works.
Yeah.
Connie, how are you liking Dash so far? Are you able to jump on it?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably my attention so
I've
far.
been working that, working I mean, yes, I went back from the very beginning.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Tammy did. Okay, so Tammy
I'm
maybe.
going from the very beginning.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, and like for me and Sarah, I know it started us with more like leadership stuff. So I'm still kind of trying to go back in and kind of look at some of the stuff that you guys are doing too. So I'm just really, really happy with it so far. I always get nervous when there's things that are changing. It just stresses me out because I know it one way. And so I'm really happy with it so far. And so I'm hoping that we're going to continue to really enjoy it as we kind of move forward here. So,
to be honest, if I could add this, I think it's a lot easier than PCU.
I agree 100%. I think it's so much easier to
clear.
It's right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you where we were at though before we had PCU was like a godsend. But this is even I think this is even better because like I said, personalized and which, like I said, I'm still kind of understanding how it works. Like, I think things are going to pop up differently for you based on what they're seeing from you submitting shows. If they're seeing you submit a lot of virtual parties, I think they're going to pop you in with more virtual stuff, all different. I think it's going to be different things like that. So, I also, want to make sure too that we want to share the short-term and the long-term values of earning fast track rewards. Short terms, the new consultants from July 29th and moving forward, they're earning products and cash, based on recruiting and their sales. Long term is more products to share means more sales, and building a team for income growth. So when I started, that's how they did it too, is once you submitted so much a month, you got like this item, and this item. So I really am kind of excited that people get to build on their kits. Even if you're virtual, the big thing that they said is make sure that you guys are going live and stuff like that. So, it's scary to do it, but just give it a try once. I mean, nobody's gonna, if you screw up, crap, I drop things and I, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. It makes you look more real and people just know that you're just a person doing your job. You know what I mean? So don't stress out about it. Just go on, even if it's starting with like making whipped cream in the whipped cream maker quick, or showing them how you'd made scrambled eggs in the microwave egg cooker. Just do something simple like that to start with. You don't have to start with making a whole entire meal. Okay. So just using your tools and getting familiar with it. Okay. So every month when you recruit, you make the personal reward that you're making a difference and impacting someone's life. You get overrides on your personal team sales. Now you're going to get a recruiting bonus of 50 Pampered Chef dollars. You used to get 30, so another 20 bucks. I mean, that's how much they value us building our teams. They added 20 more bucks to it. 3,000 incentive trip points when your new consultant qualifies. And then obviously you have an unlimited earning opportunity. And earn up to 3,000 as your new consultant promotes through the fast track program. New recruits could earn money through the fast track program before, but the consultant that recruited them didn't. So now you guys we get a bonus too, which is awesome. I think it's so awesome that they're doing that for us. So that just really shows me how much they value us. Okay. All right. So we're going to jump down to some home office updates. This is really important and I'm super excited to see what happens with this the next 6 months. We want everyone to be a part of our busy selling season for the holidays. So September through March, if a consultant sells at least $20 in a month, they will remain eligible to sell. In other words, a consultant will be dropped from Pampered Chef only if they have 6 consecutive months of sales below $20. So they're really encouraging people just to have a strong holiday season and not have you drop off the consultant system, okay? So if you have 6 consecutive months where you don't submit $150 in commissionable sales, as of today, that's how this had worked, your consultant agreement ends, okay? So you had to sell at least $150 every 6 months. So this fall, we're going to try something new. Starting in September and continuing through March, if a consultant has less than, at least $20 in commissionable sales in a month, their consultant agreement will stay in place. That means they'll be able to keep selling, have their personal website, and be able to get their consultant discount on products. Okay, that is huge. That is really huge. Normally you had to have at least $150 to keep your website, or to not have your website drop off, all that stuff. Or to even be eligible to order like products and stuff. You couldn't do that. So to be clear, this doesn't change the $150 requirement to have active status to maintain your career sales and to have access to Kid Enhancement Month. But what it does mean that is a consultant will only be dropped during this time period if they have 6 consecutive months of sales below $20 rather than below $150, which is the current rule. This goes into effect September 1st. If you have questions or if you want to see examples of how this could work, there's going to be more information on STIR. I think it actually already posted in STIR. So you can go in and look at that. Annual rewards too, I just wanted to show you guys, this was in our information. So we are in the process of obviously earning our incentive trip. And repromotes now count for, I didn't realize that. So there's trip points, the way that you can earn trip points. We're in Go Time now with Disney. We only have about 4 months left to earn Disney. I know Sarah is super duper close. She's really, really close. I'm at level 2 already, which I'm super excited about, but I still, of course, I'm still trying to shoot for that 150. So we'll see. I'm a lot away yet. I don't know if it's going to happen, but why not go for it? It's not going to hurt me not to try, right?
That's right.
So the big thing too is selling consistently. Earn 1,000 points when you sell $2,000 each month of the quarter, with a chance to earn a maximum of 4,000 points. Excellence awards was the next thing though, is we wanted just to make sure that they changed a little bit of the incentives. It's still personal sales of 55,000. Your personal recruits is 15 personal recruits. Hold on. A personal recruit is someone you have personally recruited and who achieves their first 12-15 career sales during the awards period. Excellence Awards runs June 1st to May 31st. Trip incentive runs January 1st till December 31st, okay? So Trip is regular year. Excellence Awards is fiscal year. Developing leaders, you need 10 points to get that in that category. Points are rewarded for each personal team promotion of a director or team leader. You get 3 points for director promotions and 1 point for team leaders. Okay. And they changed it, sorry. They're doing a custom bracelet from Tiffany's for female Excellence Awards achievers and sterling silver Venetian link ID bracelets with the Pampered Chef seal. I think that one's for the male achievers. And then there's Roman numbers for each category for how many categories you achieved it in. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm always good for if they're going to give me something from Tiffany's. So I'm good with that. Yeah. So we are going to start doing a new goal setting. Just a goal setting thing monthly. You will be able to earn an extra entry. Thank you. What's the word I'm like? It's almost 9 o'clock. Entry into the activity bonus drawing if you send a picture of your goals. So we will put a post on the organization page and then have you guys write them down on a piece of paper and then take a picture of them and post them in that thread, just so we don't have tons of posts being done. So we'll ask you, I will personally book how many parties for September. I'm going to talk to you about a couple more things in here too. I will personally submit more than blank in personal sales in September, and I will personally make blank number of people contacts basically in September every day. So under where it says I will personally book blank parties in September, we are going to be holding a booking blitz starting today till next, we want to do Saturday, right, Sarah? Is that what we said?
Yeah, I mean, just
Saturday.
week.
Yep, Sunday to Saturday. So we will be posting, or I'll be posting, excuse me, when we get off the call tonight, the information on the booking blitz. It gives you exact info to cut and paste into a message into your people that you're contacting. And then we'll see on Saturday how many bookings people got this week. And I am going to give away Pampered Chef dollars for whoever is the winner of that. So let's just try to see how many shows we can get on our calendar this week. And we also, Amy Schramm has invited our team to go to a retreat in October over by Milwaukee. And there is going to be a special bonus training on Friday night. You guys, I'm doing a meeting. Please stop talking. Sorry. Dang kids. They're going to do a special thing for Friday. The retreat's going to be all day on Saturday, but if you have at least a senior consultant status or above, or submit 4 shows in September, you will be invited to attend a special session on Friday night to the retreat. So I wanted to kind of give you the info, and that info is coming real soon. Amy and Ann McMillan and I are working on that. And then, like I was saying below too, shoot for that blender bag if you can. And as far as making personal contacts, I always want you guys to remember, the 25 contact notebook. And if you need the video on to watch that again and how that works, please let me know and I can forward that to you. Or even if you probably search 25 notebook in the team page, you'd probably find it. And Tuesday night, we are going to be holding a virtual opportunity event on the How I Pampered Chef page. So we're going to be doing probably an hour's worth of posts on there. We're going to try to have all the directors on the team just go live for a minute or two and just explain to our guests on that event how I Pampered Chef, why I got started, what I love about my job, just like give a little quick little session and then give them an opportunity to ask questions. So please, if you didn't join the How I Pampered Chef page yet, go ahead and join it. If you need help or if you need the link for it to the group, let me know or Sarah know. And then go ahead and invite people that you might have interested in the business. And even if it's just maybe some of your friends that maybe have never even thought about it, just say, you know what? I want to just add you to this page. Is that okay if I add you to this page and there's going to be some cool information about Pampered Chef that night on here, this night on here. So just go for it and see what happens. You have friends that might be interested in doing that. Okay. So that's going to be on Tuesday night. Okay. Looking ahead to October, and then I'm going to let you guys go real quick here. So October is a big month. It's our anniversary month. We will be celebrating 39 years. October 15th, 1980 was the first night that Doris Christopher ever did a cooking show. And it was so rainy and stormy that night that she almost turned her car around and went home. And I always think to myself when they tell that story, where would I be today if she would have turned her car around? What would I be doing? It's just crazy. So I'm so thankful that she made it to that show tonight or that night. Help Whip Cancer. We talked a little bit about it at the team meeting. They are not going to have special pink products in October, but they will have the fundraising capabilities for Hope Lodge in October as well. Enrichables, we're going to be getting more information on Enrichables very soon, and it sounds like there may be a little bit of a delay. I heard Ann McMillan's national exec, and she kind of told me there's a little bit of a delay, so we might get our Enrichables a little bit later than we thought, but hopefully we'll be good to go October 1st with starting to sell them. And so we're going to be learning, there's going to be more coming on that. I think, and of course the holiday season, we've got, this is a little bit, let's walk through these 4 important points about Enrichables. What are the benefits of kale? What are the benefits of pea protein? How much fiber do people need each day? And when are Enrichables available to customers, okay? So what are the benefits of kale? Does anybody know? We'll just do a quick little thing. Don't look at my screen. Does anybody know a benefit of kale?
It's a superfood.
There you go. That one's one of them. Superfood. So kale is one of the most nutrient dense vegetables. It contains A, C, and K, plus minerals and antioxidants to support overall health and wellness. Okay. Anybody know a benefit of a pea protein?
Nope.
Don't
It's a
remember.
very digestible protein.
What's that?
Is it a very digestible protein? I don't know.
It is a complete protein. That's one of the words to learn to use. It is one of the proteins that is a complete protein. That means that it has all 9 of the essential amino acids, and so it actually truly functions in your body as a true protein, a complete protein. Protein promotes a sense of fullness. It provides lasting energy throughout the day, and it helps maintain muscle function and mobility. Pea protein doesn't contain any of the top 8 food allergens, so it's a good choice for people who have a sensitivity to dairy or soy. And they are gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. There was one more thing. They're not organic, though. We do know that's the one thing. What was the other? There was one more, wasn't there? Gluten-free, dairy-free. I can't remember now. Maybe it'll say here in a minute. Okay, so then, how much fiber does a person need each day?
20 grams.
No idea.
Adults should have a minimum of 25 to 30 grams a day, but most average only about 15 grams. Kids 7 to 14 should have about 17 to 25 grams of, I'm sorry, I meant fiber, not protein. Did I say fiber? I'm thinking protein in my
Fiber.
So fiber a day. Fiber recommendations are based on age and gender. Okay. Which a lot of kids these days just don't eat enough like fruits and veggies. So then, you know, I mean, I know a lot of my friends as kids over the years have had to go on that like Miralax because they can't go to the bathroom. And like then that itself, then, you know, then you're adding a medicine into their diet every day for them to go. And that's just like, oh, so this one for that kind of stuff, I think is going to be awesome. Being able to get some more fiber into kids' diets. Enrichables are going to be available to customers on October 1st. And I guess if there's a delay or something, they'll let us know. But I think it's just our sample packs might be a little bit delayed from when they originated, or they originally told us. But you guys, you need to be quiet out there. My goodness. Can you hear them? Can you hear them?
That was my dogs.
Right now. Jeez. Okay, so October specials at a glance.
Question real quick regarding
Yes.
the Enrichables.
Sure.
Can we start selling the subscriptions in September or only
Nope,
effective?
October 1st, everything's available.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know why they didn't decide to do it all at once. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it was something with the manufacturer. They couldn't get them until then or something. So October guest special is a pizza and crust cutter, I should say, or a personal round stone when they spend $80. So September and October both are $80. So make sure you remember that. And then, like I talked about earlier, to get the blender in October, it's at least $550 in sales. Deep covered baker, round covered baker, stoneware starter set, which has a bar pan, rectangle baker, and a large round stone, or the rectangle baker set in the gray stone. So those are the 60% off. But the blender, you have to get to $550. All right, so then throwing this out there one more time, just so everybody knows, National Conference, downtown Chi-Town. So
Now,
that's going to be fun.
Does that mean that those dates?
I just looked. They are having our Canadian consultants come with us. That is awesome. They've never done that before. Oh, that's very cool. So they're having the Canada consultants join us. So awesome. So just put that on your calendar. I mean, Connie, I think you'll agree that it was a great time. You learned lots, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully Tammy, you'll be able to do that next summer.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so too. That's great. So do you guys have any questions? Does that kind of help you get ready for September?
I think so.
Okay, good. Any questions on anything?
Mm-mm.
And we can go back and rehear this or actually see it.
Yep, you'll be able to see it as well.
Okay.
Yep,
good.
I'll record. It's recording, and I'll stop it here in a second, then I'll get it ready to be put on the team page.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And then I will post when I get done here in a little bit. I will post the stuff about the booking blitz, and you have until Saturday night then to submit for the booking blitz. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. And
Thank you.
yep, you're welcome. And then I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do with recording during the live meetings. Maybe we'll record when we're making a demo. But I think some of the other stuff, it just gets so garbled, it's hard to focus and listen to it in what it's live recorded like that. So these will be recorded, and then probably just the recipe making part of our live team meetings. So next live team meeting is September 11th at Festival. So I hope to see you there, Tam. And Connie, I know you can't be there, so unless you want to fly in for the night, but.
Well, gee willikers, I'm going to have some parties first.
Exactly.
Well, on this blitz.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a good night, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.